Alright guys, so we're down to the last little area where I wanted to put the stones, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a close-up. So this is the E6000 glue. I've already got it in place, and then these are some of the stones. I still have the jar here. I'm going to go ahead and just try to apply them as evenly as I can to the canvas, but I just wanted to kind of give you a close-up so that you can see what it looks like. Now for me, this just seems easier, but if there is another method that you prefer to use or that you've seen, then you know, you can use that. Now for me, this method it works for me because I can get these down and they're glued in place, and then once I get the resin on top, that's going to help make sure that if there are any loose stones, those get set in the resin, because I will pour some of the resin across the top a little bit. But something I also did, which now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have, but we'll see how it works out. I have some gold and silver paint pens. Ooh, that one's a little loose, but I have some gold and silver paint pens, and I went ahead and already drew around the edges of the stones because there was still a little bit of canvas peeking out. So I drew around the edges just to help hide that, and then I'll do that with these two too, that way it all matches. But once I finish laying the resin down, or at least one layer, I'm gonna go back over and do the same thing with the paint again, just to make sure that it's like a little more lifted and not just flat against the canvas. And it'll look better because I'll be able to draw it better without the without worrying about any of the stones lifting, which did happen while I was doing this. But let me go ahead and just show you guys real quick how I do this just up close. So we just take the stones and I literally just sit them in there, and since this has been sitting for a little bit, it's good and sticky. So this will be great. These are all different sizes too, so if there are some empty spaces in here, then if you can find smaller pieces like this and you just want to drop it, and you just want to like stick it in a spot, you can do that. And that's what I've done all through here. Some of these are probably loose, but that is okay because I will either pick them up later as I go, or once I do the resin, it's going to help me get them all sealed. But see, yeah. guys, so this is what everything is looking like after the first layer of resin. I am going to go ahead and go back over the lines that I had done initially and do the silver and the gold again, and then I am going to go over these and do silver again there as well. So this is about 50% done. Once I redo the lines, I am going to go back over, but just with a regular clear layer of resin. Something I do want to point out that I've learned, and I'll just say this now. So I have figured out, since this is dried, that using the alcohol inks as color was probably not the greatest idea. And the reason for that is that the alcohol ink is very thin and it flows. So where I had like these even black lines, you can see where the alcohol ink kind of just did its own thing. And like even here, it's run a little into the gold, but I do have like the liquid gilding paint and stuff. I can go over that and fix it and bring the gold back out, and that way it's not like, oh my god, she's got all this color in the stones. So like right there, we'll go over that with some gilding paint, and then I'll come back and put a clear layer of gold over. Now I may end the video here and then just come back and show you guys what it looks like finalized, just because who wants to watch me put gold over after you guys just watch me struggle with all the other colors? Or sorry, who wants to watch me put just a clear layer of resin over this when you saw me struggle with all the colors? Literally, I'll just be doing the same thing I did when I first started mapping this out. And yeah, that's about it, guys.